We have now a new project. This is our new project. We are only using transistor, 2 transistors, and many components, discrete components with push button, diode, resistors, capacitor, 2 LEDs, and then 1 LED small resistors. What are we going to do? We are going to make a toggle switch that turns on and off these 2 LEDs with just using one button. It will turn on this LED, and then this LED turns off. If this one is on, this one is off. If this one is on, this one is off. So alternate on and off with just using a transistor. So we're going to make a toggle switch with 2 LEDs, one push button using transistor. And this is our new project. This is the LED monitor circuit. For this project, we're going to use 9 volts. Let us connect. Press the button. LED 1 turns on, LED 2 turns off. When I press it again, LED 2 turns on, LED 1 turns off. Press, release. Press, release. So we are creating a toggle switch with using one button to toggle 2 LEDs to turn on and off, alternately turning on and off. When this one is off, this one is on, using 2 transistors only, and with the help of discrete components. We now have the figure 1 toggle switch used to toggle 2 LED on off using one button and using transistor. So we're using 2 LEDs, one button, and transistor BC547 to toggle this LED red. If this one is on, this one is off. When I press it again and then release it, this one now turns off, this one now on. If this is off, this is on. If this is on, this is off. That is the behavior of the LED. Now, what is the nature of the circuit? If you're going to analyze it theoretically, the current from 9 volt supply. So we have the power on LED. Indication that there is a power in the circuit when we attach the battery. 9 volt supply. So initial condition, theoretically, if we're going to trace the current here, or in theory, current will flow here, also here, turns on this transistor. So it will turn on this LED because current flows here and then to the ground. Also current flows here. Turns on this transistor. It will turn on this transistor. And then it will turn on also the LED. So in theory, both LED will turn on. That is the analysis theoretically. But because it has a different tolerance or doping properties or tolerance or how this component is being manufactured, there is a time that although they are symmetrical, the same the left side and the right side, we have this balance circuit. Just like this one, R1, R4, both 220 ohms, 47K, the base resistor. Although they are symmetrical, still there's a chance that one of these component has a less resistance than the other. That's why we call that a racing condition in a symmetrical circuit, wherein one of the transistor will turn on. So if this one first to turn on, because it has a less resistance, this 47K, or the tolerance, because that's not an exact value 47K, though there is a different tolerance. It means less resistance because of the tolerance. Why is it, for example, this LED turns on first? Because of less resistance. Why is it turning on? It means current flows from 9 volts LED to the collector, emitter, base. Emitter base is because there is a triggering current here at the base. So the current first flow here, then there to the base, emitter, switching on this transistor. So the LED turns on, current flows from LED, collector to emitter, then to the ground. Okay, because of the this current to the base. And do you think there's a current that flows here? There is no current that flows here. Why? Because this transistor is off. So the current flows here. And then there. About here, this one. Since the current flows from here to the base, the current will not flow here because this is off. There's no triggering current to the base of this transistor. Will now flow into the R6 200K. And then 1 mega ohms to the capacitor, 1 mega ohms. And then to the other transistor. Collector to emitter, then to the ground. So current flows here. There. It's entering the same node and flows there, then to the ground. And also to the base. So the current flows here, switching on, turns on, then to the ground, also from here. That's why this LED turns on the moment we press the switch. So there is, before we use this switch, why is it still the LED turns on? Because there is a latch. If we were now, there is a current trap. So the current flows here. This is the active line. There. And then there. That is the latch or the current trap. There is a current that traps into the circuit. This one. Okay. Oh, that's why it keeps on, turns on this transistor or this transistor and the LED. The moment we press the switch, it will pulse down to the ground. Wherein, since the current flows here, will now flow into the diode, pass switching diode, then discharging this capacitor, and then to the switch, then to the ground. So it will detach the latching. Before there is a latching, now we're now detaching the latch to the ground using this push button. And because of that, instead the current flows here, now the current flows here to the second transistor. It will now turn on this LED. So current flows also here, then to the ground. There's no current now flow here because the current reroutes into the capacitor switch, then to the ground. Since this is turned on, so there is no current that flows now here. So current flows here, and now there is a current trap. So in the current now flows here, so this LED turns off. It will serve as a route or a pathway only, current pathway. Flows here, switching this transistor on, and then this one. This is now the other latch. Then, so the current flows here, now there, and then there. Turns off this LED, now turns on this LED. It detached the previous latch because of this. When we press it again, it will now detach this transistor. So the current now flows it here, there, and then to the capacitor, then to the ground. If we're going to detach that, the current now flows into the, and again to the first transistor. So it will toggle. So the LED toggles from LED 1 on, LED 2 off. If this LED 1 is off, LED 2 on. So it toggles using one switch. So that's why we have this toggle switch. That is because of this circuit. This is we call that a soft latch circuit, converting this momentary switch or this push button into a toggle switch. If we're only using one LED, I call that latch switch. Since we're using two LED, we call that toggle switch because it toggles the LED to turn on and off alternately. When we have this, we also call there's a momentary switch. When we press it, turns on, and then when you release it, it will turn off. They call that momentary switch, or normally open switch. But this latch switch, it latches. It has two. It has two stable state, either on or off. 0, 1. On or off. Or we call that a bistable mode of operation. Two stable state. So it becomes a toggle switch because of the behavior of the LED. We are using two LEDs. So I refer to that as a toggle switch. So we have now this toggle switch that turns this LED on and off, alternate turning on and off. So that is the difference between a latch switch. Latch switch using only one LED. momentary, normally open. When you press it, turns on. When you release it, turns off. But here, when you press it, it keeps on turning on, alternate switching. It toggles LED. This one is on, this one is off due to the this circuit or this diode, fast switching diode. Also this capacitor. It becomes a current trap here because of this capacitor. There and also somewhere here. This